Hello everyone, we are live. I missed you guys last week. What's going on, family? What is up? Let me turn this fan off because I think it's going to create a lot of noise, but it is pretty hot in here. So, unfortunately, I may end up having to turn it back on just so I do not melt. But Dana White Contender Series back. Everybody watched Robbie Lawler versus Colby Covington last week, I imagine. I was able to watch the fight. Was kind of in between bands. We were at like a festival with young David and my daughter. And I was able to watch it on my phone. So
welcome.
That was cool. Not the most entertaining fight in the world. I think I would put Colby as next against Komorda. What's going on, Experiencer? Izzy in the house. Billy Hughes. 7. How's everybody doing? How was you guys' week? Well, we just have a few of you in here. Feel free. Let me know how you guys' week was. It's not as warm here as it is in the rest of the country. But also, like I've said in the past, we don't have air conditioning in these old buildings. And this 1968 home, since my last stream, me and my wife had some talks, and we're going to sell this house for something more modern. I'm not the most handy guy in the world. I wouldn't buy a 1968 house again, but I bought it at the bottom of the market, so I'm not gonna say I have regrets. We should do well on the return. I hear you, Billy. Yeah, I'm trying to cancel work as much as possible. I was trying to take a vacation day last week. Because I only worked 4 days, and then they told me, well, you can't take a vacation day when you have 53 hours in those 4 days. You can't use it for overtime. So I was like, well, I guess I have a vacation day for later. If you guys are looking to watch Dana White Contender Series, it is on 2 platforms. It is on ESPN Plus. And it is also on the old school, the UFC Fight Pass. So which one is faster? I'm not sure. I watched it on Fight Pass last week. For some reason, maybe I forgot. But when I seen that it was on Fight Pass, I thought it was only on Fight Pass. So if I would have known differently, I would have ended up trying to watch it. I would have ended up trying to watch it on ESPN. But using the ESPN app, Mark, all right, we should be all synced up then. And now I just realized I do not have volume. So because I think young David hooked that into the computer last week. So I'm just going to give him a call so we can keep working. He can do that for me in the background. And let's see how many people are in here. I got quite a bit of trivia this week. So I was just trying to see how many people are in here. 8 watching right now. All right. We'll wait for a few more people to come in. Oh my God, if you guys missed last week's Dana White Contender Series, I mean, this was the moment that Dana White Contender Series needed. And I had already chosen it over The Ultimate Fighter. I wasn't interested in seeing The Ultimate Fighter anymore after watching a few weeks of the Contender Series. But after last week's fight with the flying knee ending, a 3-round battle, I mean, and not only was it a candidate for Fight of the Year in Contender Series, it was a candidate for Fight of the Year over all of MMA. Absolutely incredible fight. If you missed it, try and go back on your ESPN app or on UFC Fight Pass. Maybe you can find it on YouTube. I'm not sure. Morales versus Park. Lightweights coming right in here. We got lightweights tonight. We got middleweights. We got bantamweights. We have featherweights. And we have women's flyweights. So a lot of different matchups tonight. And coming soon, I will start having all of these cards so you guys can watch the breakdown and break this down for yourself. I will have articles and pictures all on our new website that I will be talking about on August 17th for the Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic fight. I really think that is possibly the biggest rematch in the history of the heavyweight division, at least modern heavyweight division. It's right up there. You could argue Junior Dos Santos versus Cain Velasquez. I don't think there is another legitimate argument, to be honest. Yeah, that Lawler versus Askren fight, I wasn't real upset that I missed. If I had to miss one, that's the one I would have wanted missed. Well, I was with my family as well, Robert, so I did not stream either. So you were right on with me. I said I'm gonna call young David real quick. Make sure I get some sound here. I just need an earpiece so I can just speak into it and call him down. Miller won that one. I believe Miller dominated Guida. I just read about that. I actually haven't watched the fight, but it sounded like Miller looked really good. Hey, David. Hey, remember last week I had you move my speakers, unhook them from the Roku to the computer. Can you switch them back, please? Okay, I'm already on stream. All right, thank you. All right, and there is Laura Sanko speaking, who recently interviewed Dana White. I don't know if any of you guys watched that interview, but of course, the big news surrounding this week, and really, even more so than the fights, I believe, over the weekend, was the release of Chris Cyborg and what that's gonna mean after this. I mean, I was a little surprised by it, to be honest. I knew it could happen. Cyborg stuff, and she apologized for that, but that is not okay. And the biggest reason that was a huge mistake on her part was, I mean, not just because it's very crappy to do. You don't edit something that somebody said. I mean, that's one of the most horrible things you could do, whether it was you or whether it was the people working with you or representing your Twitter or whatever. That's never something we want to see. But the worst part of that was she was winning. She was winning with the public, and not a lot of fighters do that with Dana White. Maybe the Diaz brothers to a point, but a lot of people will side with Dana on that too, because the Diaz brothers have not fought in so long. Nate and then Nick, of course, Nick's basically been retired for how long? 5-6 years. I think he last fought Anderson in 2015 or before. God, that should be a trivia question at this point. So long ago. Tony Ferguson is the all-time GOAT. Scott Coker is already in serious talks to bring in Cyborg to Bellator. I wonder what her thoughts are, though. I wonder if she has interest in PFL. Oh, and that just upended the camera.
Sorry.
That's okay. I don't have sound though.
No, you don't.
So what's going
I
on?
haven't finished it.
Oh, okay.
I haven't plugged it in yet.
Okay.
Still need to retract the cord. I was going to try and do it without getting under your
So
desk.
David rocking the old school tap out shirt here.
Yeah, you had the,
Crazy.
had my shirt.
Heard it was her boyfriend doing her social media. That's actually my shirt, but
I don't think so.
it's yours now.
I've you since like, I don't know, 1997.
It's yours now. Someone say ice cream. What's up? What's up, Adam from Allen? Oh, you guys could hear the ice cream truck going by, huh? Hey, David, go run after the ice cream truck. Grab me some ice cream. Just kidding. All right. I know we only have 10 in here, but they're about to start a fight. So let's throw a trivia question out here. Reward the early birds, those that weren't in here. I guess they're just going to miss out. Everybody refresh your browsers. Am I going to need to move for that, David?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, that's fine. I could throw a trivia question out and then move.
Just hold that cord.
Which cord?
The cord that I'm pushing up. Way in the back behind the monitor.
All
Never
right.
mind. I see which one it is. It's fine.
Okay. All right, family. Question number 1. The rise of bare knuckle... Oh. That's not the question for this week. Okay. This heavyweight boxer was suspended by the WBC in July for adverse test results. Who was the newest heavyweight boxer suspended just this month? There's been a couple, but this year, but as far as this month...
Did you switch this with a different Roku?
No, I didn't. That's been the same Roku the whole time now.
No. It can't be. There's no...
Oh, David, I'm on... There it is. Adam from Allen was just before Robert Kerrigan. It is Dillian White. You are correct.
There literally isn't.
David, I guess I'm just going to have to go without sound and stop talking about it, though. That's fine. Just forget it, I guess. I'll just do it by myself. I don't know what you did last week, but you switched it from inside the Roku to inside the...
There's no 3.5 millimeter on the Roku. I can't find it anyways.
Well...
And this...
Oh.
I think someone switched it. 'Cause this
You
has
know what?
plastic wrap.
Let me try something. I don't think
This
that's...
is USB and I don't...
Never mind, I got it. You got it. It's good. My bad.
I know you're lying, but whatever.
No, it's good. Who won Miller? Oh. Miller won the Miller versus Guida fight. Oh, this is... That was strange. My chat went backwards. But Adam from Allen gets White, so 1,000 points to Adam. Billy is not playing this year. So we will have a new champion this year, and then the Time Bender will re-enter at that time. If you're watching on ESPN Plus right now, they're just showing the fighters coming up, warming up. Looks like some heavy striking from one of the first guys here. And let's throw another trivia question out there. Number 2, everybody refresh your browsers. This one, I believe, is going to be a tough one. We'll see if you guys prove me wrong, as you have a lot in the past. And sorry if you can hear the noise from the window, though. There's a window probably 10 feet from my mic. But it is way too hot to not have the window open without air conditioning. All right, if everybody's, I want to see Pac-Man versus Spence Jr. That should be good, man. That should definitely be a good. I still can't believe that Manny Pacquiao at that age beat Keith Thurman. That's absolutely amazing. All right, guys. Question number 2: when modern day boxing gloves were invented, and this was in the 1800s. They were only used in practice and received a nickname for this part of a car. Their nickname is the same as a part of your car. So what were they used at first? And it was kind of, even when fighters first started using gloves, it was not men's. It was definitely thought as to be kind of a wussy thing. It was kind of a manly thing still to not put the gloves on. Give me a chance to get. All right, I will. It is not bumpers. Jason Perrin, 5-fight win streak, 2 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. He is the Cage Titans bantamweight champion. There it is. Experience. You are correct. It is Muffler. They were known as Mufflers. Brah, that's funny. All right, these guys are about ready to start. I was actually called the Bro. No, I'm just kidding. For those of you that remember the old Seinfeld episode when George Costanza tried to invent the bra for men to keep his little breasties in. Trash nickname, in my opinion. Well, to be fair, C the G, it was like the late 1700s, so. Yeah, Muffler, if you listen to Joey Diaz, you hear Muffler being used for a different part, not a part of the car. Not for gloves. Still trash. And I apologize, guys. It is hot as hell in here, though. Dwight Joseph, 6-fight win streak. 3 wins by knockout, 3 by submission. Training out of Team Alpha Male. Of course, in San Francisco, California. So he's under the tutelage of, Uriah Faber and all those other guys at Alpha Male. They have a great team over there. Got a mini screen for this. Nice. Oh, jeez. I did say Sacramento, California, didn't I? Did I not say Sacramento? I thought I did. All right. Dwight Joseph versus Jason Perrin. Joseph, 29 years old, 5'6". Jason Perrin, 26, an inch taller. Weighed in a pound higher at 136. Reach is the same at 66 inches. The referee for this one will be the great Herb Dean. Thank you, Billy. I meant Sacramento. Nice low leg kick there from Joseph to start this out. Joseph in the gray. Oh, nice outside leg kick from... Oh, and Perrin immediately goes for the head kick. Catches a kick from Joseph and gets the takedown less than 15 seconds into this first round. Perrin is in between Cejudo and Gastelum. Nice. Oh, and I don't have the clock up. So if you're looking to sync up, 4:30. And... Perrin on top, trying to get out of that open guard. I am at 4:20 right now. Look for you. Oh, yeah. Billy ended up having to work. I think I did put it in a post, but it was the end of a pole. Nice left hook and a right hand there from Perrin on Joseph as Joseph gets up and he's going for the takedown now with 4 minutes left in this first round. But yeah, as I miss, that won't be the last one that I missed this year. I'll miss Saturday, November 6th. I have no idea. I don't even think they have a card for that yet. But nice front kick there from Perrin. Or that actually might not be a Saturday. We're going to another concert then, though. Oh! Big left hook and a right hand there from Joseph. Pushes Perrin up against the fence with the body hook. Perrin reverses it. Lands a knee inside. 3:20 left in the first round. Right hand lands for Joseph. A head kick misses again for Perrin, but he lands a big right hook through the middle and a big body kick. Joseph with the right hook up top. Left hook from Perrin, and Joseph clinches again. Oh, nice elbow inside the clinch there from Perrin, and knee to the body. For 135-pounders, Joseph, I mean, he looks like a beast. This guy has got a lot of muscle. Goes for that head kick again. Misses there. He's got to walk around at 160 at least. He looks like he's probably 160 tonight. Double jab there from Perrin. Misses. Trying to find that range. Nice low leg kick there from Joseph. And they exchange leg kicks. I think that's Uriah Faber's voice you could hear from the outside saying use that reach, but these guys' reach are almost equal, so I'm not sure that's prevalent. Nice front kick to the body there from Joseph. Perrin with a body kick back. Right hook from Joseph. Experience. Oh, nice left hook there from Perrin. He's getting pretty wild here. Misses most of the rest of that. Almost a clash of heads there. Possibly a clash of heads. Perrin's really swinging that head around. Technically, Alpha Male's from San Jose and moved to Sacramento. Nice inside knee there from Joseph and an elbow from Perrin as they break. Back to the center of the cage, 135 left in the very first round. Joseph moving forward, Perrin looking to counter. Both guys throw big blows and miss. Perrin throws a jump left hook, goes over the head of Joseph, and he gets a big slam. Picks Perrin up in the air and slams him. Oh, and here's some brutal ground and pound. It was 3 big right hands to the temple. Now you see Perrin holding his ear there, even though he's not getting hit anymore. Looks like he might have felt some damage to the ear there. Perrin just got up and looked at the clock, too, and eats a big knee to the body from Joseph. He had all his weight in that one. Then a knee to the lower legs. Back up and a 1-2 from Perrin. Back to the center of the cage. Whoa, both guys swinging for the fences. 40 seconds left in the first. Front kick to the body attempt there from Joseph. Oh, he lands a nice right hand and a left hook, though. Joseph seems to be finding the range and getting more comfortable in this fight. Perrin seems like he may be tired already in this first round. If you're a 135-pounder trying to make it into the UFC, you should not be winded in the first round, especially when you really haven't done that much. And Joseph just... Oh, flying knee to the body there for Joseph. He eats a right hand coming in. Afterwards, and Joseph goes to the spinning wheel kick, misses, but he landed a nice flying knee, and I think Joseph took that round. How about Colby now? What's up, dudes? What's up, Trevi McTrev? He looked amazing. I want sorghum wine, but there are no Chinatowns nearby. I've never had that. I was not a big fan of sake, though, Zoltan. I tried sake, but to be fair, I had it in a restaurant where they serve it warm, and I'm just not a fan of warm alcohol. The only one I can do Kahlua if it's in coffee. But other than that, and then it's still just not really my favorite thing. Colby did great. I mean, it's hard to argue with that performance. You know, he took a long-time contender and still contender to not so much a contender. In my mind, it probably won't knock him out in the actual rankings, but in my mind, that probably knocks Lawler out of the top 10. And fight clock is on, and here we go. In the center of the cage, Joseph and Perrin, round 2. Joseph misses the low leg kick there. Seems like he's trying to draw Perrin in a little bit now, and Perrin starts to backpedal. Joseph starts to move forward a little there. Tags him with the left hand. Perrin smiled. Oh! Joseph throws big shots there. It misses. Oh, big right hand. Perrin lands the right hand first, but Joseph lands the bigger right hand right on the chin. It definitely was. I'm not sure that Colby's the biggest puncher in the world, though. Joseph, nice body kick there. Oh, big knee to the body for Joseph, but Perrin grabs it and gets the takedown. We'll see what Joseph's ground game's like. He's got a pretty tight guillotine there. Perrin's neck's not in the greatest spot here. Oh, this might not be a bad position. He might have a shot at this guillotine. Oh, wow, and those are some really strong arms. I think he might have it. Let's see if Perrin can get out of this. Joseph could burn his arms out here. It's hard to tell from the angle. What's going on? DJ Jukebox in the house. A Haterade 9 won last week. It says Robbie was awful and should look at retiring. I don't know if he should look at retiring. I think there's a lot of guys out there he can still beat, but not with that kind of performance. That was really... I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Colby, but Robbie didn't really give us much. A nice ground and pound here from Perrin on top. Throws some right hands, some elbows. A lot of time left in this round. Perrin could definitely win this round. I definitely gave the first one to Joseph. Song Yadong should move up and fight Colby for #1 pound-for-pound title. Well, I think Colby should fight Usman next. I seen that, Trevi McTrev. I was actually listening to it right before we went on. I was telling my daughter, I was like, man, I wish I had another hour and a half because I wanted to listen through that. Nice left hook from the top there from Perrin. Yeah, I don't want to see Robbie retire, and I don't think there's any reason for him to retire, Zoltan. Yeah, he was not real competitive. I understand that. Not much. How you doing, Pulse Resurrected? Pulse has been putting up his own picks. I seen your picks online on your YouTube channel. I've been watching your short videos every week. Pulse has a channel that he does. I think he calls it Quick Picks. So, and if you're just listening here, Perrin's on top of Joseph, just, kind of not doing a whole lot. And Joseph finally up now. Perrin lands a knee. Knee to the body there from Joseph. And let's see if we can get these guys back to the center of the cage. Oh, of course. Thanks for putting them up, man. Nice straight right there from Perrin and a left hook. Another big combination from Perrin, misses over the head of Joseph. For those of you guys, please show Pulse some love. He's a long time member of the Fights with Friends family. Check him out. It's real quick videos, like under a minute. But just go over there, give him a view, show him some love in the comment section so he can start moving that algorithm, and definitely make sure, throw him a sub. Nice body kick there from Joseph. What's going on, First Last? Good to see you. Yes, sub at Pulse Reloaded. I was thinking that you were under Pulse Reloaded on there, not Resurrected. Why the two names? Maybe Pulse Reloaded was suspended temporarily. All right, First Last. Well, you only missed one trivia question. Oh, nice exchange there. Perrin gets the better of that. Joseph with the left hook. Perrin with a nice knee to the body. And even though Perrin didn't do a lot on the ground, unless Joseph does something incredible here. Oh, and he lands a nice right hook. He's throwing some wild shots. Joseph has missed most of that. Landed a little bit with that right hook. Goes for a flying kick. Joseph looks exhausted now. I mean, he really looks exhausted. And I got this at a round apiece. I definitely gave Joseph the first round, and I definitely gave Perrin the second round. I think that's pretty easy to call. I think they both might be gassed at this point, though, Experiencer. You got for Shevchenko or Girl Faber? I got Shevchenko on that one, man. I think the only person in the world that's going to beat Shevchenko is Amanda Nunes, and I'm not even sure about that one. So they just told him throw punches in bunches. Perrin's quarter told him he definitely needs to be busy. I mean, this fight is completely up in the air. If it were to go to the cards, I kind of hope it doesn't. It'd be nice to see a big finish here, and I know Dana likes the finishes here. And here we go. Wow, I'm on fire today. Got that timer perfect twice in a row. I haven't felt any earthquakes lately, Izzy. I had one almost about 2 or 3 weeks ago, though. And we had, I think, about 6, 7 aftershocks. Nice left hand there from Perrin. You getting earthquakes where you at? Joe probably didn't even comment. Oh, nice combo up top there from Joseph. Nice 1-2 from Perrin. Goes for the double leg, but Joseph grabs onto the fence. Perrin gives 0 fooks, though. Picks him up and slams him to the ground anyways. Tiny earthquake here today about an hour ago. Damn. And Zoltan's over there in Panama, I believe, right? No, you're not in Panama. You're in Ecuador. Oh, big elbow from Perrin again from the top there. And Joseph 1 for 4 from the takedowns, but Perrin is 3 for 5. He parlayed those takedowns into a win the last round, I believe. Joseph stands up trying to break free and get this back to the center of the cage. Knee to the inside of the thighs there from Perrin. And they break back to the center of the cage. This is where Joseph wants this. I think both of these guys have shown signs of being tired. I think Perrin might have gotten a second win, though. Joseph is really breathing with his mouth open right now, though. It is wide open. Both men throw wild shots there in the combinations, but nobody really lands anything. They exchange rights there. Joseph clinches Perrin up, pushes him up against the fence. I'm going to have to check out that damn Red Dead Redemption 2 game. Is that on PC? I know I could just Google it, but I'd rather hear it from you guys. Traded in the first day. It was just too slow. 889. You wouldn't have liked Shenmue then. It looked similar to Shenmue. I used to play... Anybody play Shenmue back in the day? 1 and 2. Maya versus Askren. Thoughts? I think it's going to give us something good to go to sleep to. I think I'm going to make sure and take some extra Alpha Brain that day. Perrin grabs a leg, and that's a huge takedown. Slams Joseph immediately into side control. Joseph working with his feet on the fence there, but that's the second big slam in this round for Perrin in what I believe is a very close fight. And now he's got the back. He's putting hooks in. Perrin's got hooks in. He doesn't have the best angle to get the choke in. First one is magic. Nice. Yeah, I've heard very, very good things about Red Dead Redemption 2. I've heard about the realism, and I'm like, that doesn't always make a good game, though. Whoa, beautiful sweep by Joseph. Great sweep. He's inside the guard of Perrin. But to go from this, from Perrin having his back to inside of his guard, and wow, and I think Joseph probably should have let him up there. Perrin started popping up. Joseph ducks back in, gets the guillotine, lands a knee to the body, but now he is up. Perrin pushing him into the fence here. Perrin lands a knee to the body. Right hand to the body there for Joseph. He's looking over at his corner. I wasn't sure if it was a corner in the clock, but it looks like he was nodding his head to his corner. And his corner's probably telling him, what the fuck are you waiting for? You need to lay those hands out there right now. Joseph throws that head kick, misses it. Oh, good block there from Perrin. Joseph not even able to get it up to the head. Oh, left hook lands for Perrin. Left hand for Joseph. Whoever wins this round's got to have it. Total strikes almost even. 41-38 in favor of Perrin. But Perrin has an incredible advantage with the takedowns. I want to say he has at least 5 more takedowns. Oh, N64 was sweet. Low graphs is better than the newer versions. More 3D HD ruined it for me. A lot of times it does, especially for me too, man. Perrin, nice knee to the body, back to the center of the cage. I was a big N64 guy. Oh, both guys swinging wild towards the end of the round. It's going to go to the judges. It's going to go to Perrin. I don't know that it matters a whole lot, though, because nobody's going to get a contract out of that fight. Unfortunately, neither guy did enough to win a contract on that one. And they can just really move on to the next fight here, to be honest. Nothing against either one of those guys. I think they're both better than what it showed in that fight. But it really doesn't matter. One guy's going to win, one guy's going to lose, but neither guy's going to get a contract. In 64 Smash Brothers, yeah, that was fun, man. Same with Bomberman was good. When low graphic versions, later versions sucked. Yeah, I played my Dreamcast into the ground. Actually, I still have a couple Dreamcasts laying around. I have a Japanese Dreamcast too. Modded Japanese Dreamcast and like all the freaking games on those GD ROMs. Yeah, fight looked in slow motion for sure, man. That was not a good fight. Trivia definitely in between fights here. I did play Power Stone. Power Stone was awesome. Power Stone 1 and 2 on Dreamcast. Yeah, it was a really fun game. All right, have fun playing poker, Adam. 29-28 from 3 judges. Oh, but I scored it 29-28, but I scored it for a different fighter. I do not agree with that at all. Perrin, shocked as I am that unanimous decision goes to Dwight Joseph. I mean, those guys, neither guy is going to get a contract, I believe, but it'd be nice if they at least got the decision right. Did anybody else think that Joseph won that fight? Am I just totally out there? Power Stone was epic. They need a I believe I heard something about Power Stone 3. Anniversary edition. Nice. All right, guys. Everybody refresh your browsers. It is trivia time. Only 7 people in here watching. What is going on? Where is Comedic Genius? What do you guys think it was? You think it was summertime. People have something better to do than play Fights with Friends trivia and watch Dana White Contender Series. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought he won the second and the third experiencer. But, all right, we have, so far as Adam from Allen getting the first one. Shoot, who was it that got the second one? I got to go back now. I thought I put it down. My apologies. Original Contra was original Contra was awesome. Billy, who got? Do you remember who got the second one? I know I'd put it down, but now I don't have it. Oh, it was Experiencer. Sorry, Experiencer. And Dwight just apologized to the camera. He should apologize. That was not a good fight. That was not really a good fight, in my opinion. But let's go into the third question. All right, guys. This former world champion would start boxing when at 12 years old, someone stole his red and white Schwinn bicycle in 1954. He went down to a boxing gym ran by a police officer and said, I'm going to train so I can whoop the kid that stole my bike. 1954. What fighter was that? It was not Jones. There's a couple good fighters that started at 12 years old, though. Not Vitor Belter. Boxing. Started boxing. There it is, a Haterade 9. You are correct. It is all E, sir. So Haterade 9's got one. What's up, Miguel Rojas? Not Duran, though. It was Muhammad Ali. So Haterade looking to go back-to-back. He won it last time. Guys, don't go anywhere. This is a tight game. 3 questions in. 3 different people answered. We have a minimum of 12 rounds of trivia this week, unless there's a draw. All right, let's throw another one out there. Dwight Johnson getting a pretty long interview, longer than his fight here, I think. No, not quite. Dwight Joseph, excuse me. And everybody, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In 1982, after a death between a fight between Ray Mancini and Duke Koo Kim, Duke Koo Kim ended up passing away after the fight. Fight went 14 rounds. What rule did the WBC change after that fight in 1982? After Ray Mancini and Duke Koo Kim, when Duke Koo Kim died after a 14-round bout, what rule was changed by the WBC that was quickly unanimously adopted by all other councils? No 15 rounds. You are correct. A Haterade 9 and reduced rounds. What's up, Greg Brimstone? They took it from 15 to 12 rounds. I would have taken all 3 of those guys. Haterade 9 was first. So, good job, Haterade. It's good to see Ray Mancini commentating lately. I don't know if you guys have been watching on ESPN+. They've had Ray Mancini. He's also been on quite a few podcasts, boxing and MMA. So, Haterade 9, last week's champion, and the first person this week to have 2 on the board. What's up, Mac 209? It was not Rapid Punches. I am working on a kind of a boxing mini documentary right now, and I really would appreciate your guys' help and feedback when I get it finished. I'm not putting the kind of effort into it that they would like a Netflix documentary or anything, but it's pretty deep research for a guy that works 50, 60 hours a week on top of running a YouTube channel. So it's taken me several weeks. And it's kind of an answer to the 2 deaths that happened in boxing in the last 2 weeks in a row. All right, let's throw another trivia question out there. Rest in peace to those guys too. Heck yeah, when will you be uploading it? I don't want to give out a date yet, Greg Brimstone, but I will let you guys know when I'm getting close. Not much. How you doing, Mac 209? Hey, thanks for tuning in on a Tuesday night. I know everybody could be playing poker like Adam from Allen, but all right, guys, everybody refresh your browsers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dana White credited this martial arts practitioner with bringing MMA to the USA. He calls this guy sometimes the godfather of MMA. Says that there would be no UFC without him. Gracie is a good guess, but he did not credit him with bringing mixed martial arts to the USA. Greg Brimstone's got it. It is the great Bruce Lee. Greg Brimstone. And a little bit of a conversation started out there. For those of you, if you don't follow me on Twitter yet, we have a bunch of cool stuff going on over there. At FightsW Friends. You can also follow Billy at AKA 411. And anybody else that wants to throw their handle out there, as long as you're following me. Otherwise, keep it to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. But no, a guy that I have quite a bit of respect for threw a question out there. He says, what fighter on a long winning streak do you guys think will get a win next? André Muniz, 3-fight win streak, finished 15 of 17 wins. 4 knockouts, 11 submissions. He appeared on Dana White Contender Series Brazil week 2. He was defeated in a decision. From Venezuela, can't see Omar Marilia fight. At least we'll hear your comments. Well, I'm glad you're in here, Miguel Ross, but I wish you could see it, man. That sucks. Sorry about that, but yeah, it is the main event. They're at lightweight. Omar Marilia versus Harvey Park. Need to train again, like 2 weeks of hell or a hell week. Nice. All right, Taylor Johnson out of Eugene, Oregon. And he kind of looks like a smaller version of Andrei Arlovsky from the side. Who looked great in his last fight at 40 years old. Amazing. Let's throw a quick, wow, 5-0, longest fight, 2 minutes and 43 seconds, round 1. Taylor Johnson has a 100% finish rate, all 5 wins by knockout. NAIA College Wrestling National Champion and All-American. So we have a guy who's got incredible wrestling skill that's gotten all of his wins by knockout halfway through the first round or quicker against a guy with a lot more experience with almost 100% finish rate and a lot of submissions. So this should be a hell of a fight. Let's see, I'm actually going to wait on the trivia question. It looks like they're going to get these guys out here pretty quickly. Taylor Johnson, 28 years old, 5'11". André Muniz, 29, 6'1". Muniz is going to have a 4.5-inch reach advantage. All right, and here we go. I missed the fight clock just barely. I didn't hear the bell, but here we go. Oh, big right hook out of the gate for Muniz, and Johnson immediately gets the big double and slams Muniz in. Johnson throwing down some brutal ground and pound. These guys are not looking for scorecards. Holy shit. Johnson throwing some big bombs, and Muniz got an arm there. Johnson picks him up and slams him. Muniz has got a high triangle here. 4:25 left in the first round. A lot of action in 35 seconds. Muniz has got an arm here. Muniz has got a lot of different submission looks. And Johnson, he's up, but Muniz is hanging on him now. He's like, dude, you want to go for takedowns? Let's go. And Muniz takes the back, gets the hooks in. And a minute into this, Johnson is not in a good position at all. Muniz riding the back of Johnson with hooks in. Let's see if he can loosen him up here. This is early in the fight, so he's not going to have to work with a lot of sweat or blood. So he definitely should have a chance at sinking this in. Johnson moving to the side here intelligently. Oh, this is getting tighter. He's got it now, and it's all over. Muniz with the RNC. And if you guys notice, whenever I don't get my fight clock up for the first round, it's about 80% of the time that there's a first round finish. So maybe I should just not put it up at all. Adrenaline contract for both of them. It's experienced. Bill Petty. Damn. Yes, contract for sure. We need a Dana White cam, just like we got a Mike cam. That would be good. Dana slowly turns pink. Should commentate for the UFC or any other MMA companies. You're really good, Mike. Thank you, Rodney. I appreciate it. Call Bellator. There's a contract. Yeah, definitely. That is definitely a contract, Haterade 9. I'm looking on their boards. I've actually looked at the boards of the UFC and Bellator. I don't know that either one of them are looking for a commentator right now. But if I could get a contract with like Combate Americas to do, the English translation or something, I'd be happy with that. I don't think I'd replace Rogan, but thought he knocked him out for a split second when he slammed him. That was a big slam, man. Thank you, Experiencer. Thanks for the love, guys. I appreciate it. One minute, 46 seconds. The official time. Rear naked choke. André Muniz. That was a great fight as long as it lasted. That was exciting. André Muniz out of Brazil. And like they said, that was his second time on the Contender Series. He'd been on Dana White Contender Series Brazil. Lost a decision, close decision over on there, so gets a second chance, and I really think he got it done this time. All right. Oh, and Dana said something to him. I think he said that was a pleasure or something. Muniz went over to shake Dana's hand, though. Shakes everybody's hand at the table. Probably not a bad idea. Moves to 18-4. All right. Next trivia question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. This is going to be a tough one. Actually, Please don't Google this one. I'm going to make this one worth 2,000 points, though. So if somebody knows this, you're going to pull 2 G's off of the board. This was the formal name for the first known combat gloves used like today's boxing gloves, made of leather strips, sometimes filled with blades or spikes. They actually found, I believe it was 2 right gloves of this one in the desert somewhere recently. They were used in like Roman gladiator time, and I believe the Greeks used them in the Olympics. The cyborg situation, not super surprising. I think Cyborg kind of got screwed, except for the fact I don't like that she put up that doctored video. I think that had a lot to do with it. It is not gauntlets. Yes, 2 G's, baby. Somebody's got 2 G's coming to him. Who's going to get it? And I thought, when I found out about these gloves, it was actually when I was doing research for my boxing documentary that I'm working on. And I thought, wow, that would be really cool to actually get a pair of those to put on the wall back here. And then upon doing research, I found out that it was only a few years ago that they found the first ones ever. And I believe it was 2 right hands. Even if they have both, there's only 1 set that they found in the world. So I can't imagine, even if I could afford them, that they would ever sell them to me. I'm sure they're in an important museum somewhere. And we'll give everybody a little more time on this one. When time runs out, we're going to give Billy a shot at it. Someone using Google says Google written all over. Sorry, I had to leave for a bit. Sell some weed. Been too long. All right, Robert Kerrigan. I'm going to give Robert Kerrigan a quick shot at it. This was the formal name for the first known combat gloves used like today's boxing gloves. They're made of leather strips, sometimes filled with blades or spikes. And just Robert at this point. Everyone else has had too much time to Google it right now. So this is just for Robert Kerrigan right now. Yeah, I agree with you, Rodney. She might have gotten cut anyways. I think that Dana probably wanted to cut her, but that gave her the idea. All right, that is close, Izzy, but it is just for Robert right now. We're out of time because it was enough time for everybody to Google. They are called Cestus, Cestus, and I would like to get a pair of those for this back wall. That would be really cool. It should be cool. It'd be a cool thing to own. But we're out of time. I knew something like that. Nice. Yeah, if you'd have been a little earlier, Izzy. Oh, and Billy's got it there. Billy had Cestus, Muay Thai kickboxing. Nice. Oh yeah, they'd be a lot of money, I'm sure. Greaves just taking a shot. They was Cestus. And Billy probably would have had it. Nice. Wow, Burns is minus 620 coming up against Minner, who is plus 485. Burns' line opened at minus 400 and it's gone up. Burns out of Brazil. That's gone up a lot from minus 400 to minus 620. That is a huge move. Herbert Burns. A lot of people think a lot of this guy at bantamweight. He's taken on Darrick Minner. Herbert Burns 8-2. Darrick Minner 22-9. Let's throw another trivia question out here real quick before these guys come to the cage, though. What's the stats show Spartacus? Oh, you want to know the name of the gloves? Yes. Sure Dog is fast at updating records. Damn, did they update it already? That is crazy. Century. I have it in my notes. I'm pretty sure I put it in my notes for this documentary that I'm working on. So for those of you that are wondering when the first gloves were mandated under Queensberry rules, that was 1867. They had invented them well before then. They were 5-ounce gloves. They're pretty much leather straps. And maybe I don't have it in here. It was BC though. I want to say it was like 900 BC or something. I mean, it was well over 2,000 years ago. All right, Robert. I guess Robert is already out. All right, let's throw another one out there. Everybody refresh your browsers. And nobody got the last one. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is a pretty cool tattoo. All right, here we go. This ancient combat sport comes from the Greek words pan and kratos, meaning all powers. What ancient combat sport comes from the Greek words pan and kratos, meaning all powers? Pancrase or pancration, you are correct. Greg Brimstone. That was quick. I thought it might be an issue because it kind of gives it away a little bit in the name. So easy. Yeah. They used them in the Kumite. That is true. Yeah, they had the small gloves in the Kumite. But Greg Brimstone on the board. All right, let's throw another one out here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, Billy, I had to kind of throw an easier one out there after the last one was pretty hard. Darrick Minner running to the cage out of Nebraska City, New England. All right, here it is. Who has the current longest winning streak in the UFC welterweight division? Who is it? Current longest winning streak in the UFC welterweight division. Couldn't spell correctly or fast enough. It is not Covington. It is not Jones. This is the welterweight division. Experiencer, you are correct. It is Usman. Kamaru Usman has won 10 fights in a row. Darrick Minner finished 20 of 22 wins, 19 submissions. I'm impressed. 10 wins by guillotine, double-digit first-round finishes, and he is a huge underdog. Okay, I should have said active. I'm not sure what GSP's was, but GSP's not an active fighter. He's officially retired. And here comes Herbert, the Blaze Burns, out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So I don't consider that a current streak if they're not still in the UFC, but I get it. All right. Oh yeah, Cowboy Cerrone. Oh, Cowboy Cerrone's been at welterweight, but he lost to Till less than 10 fights ago. Herbert Burns, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Luta Libre black belts. Finished 6 of his 8 wins, all by submission. Younger brother of UFC veteran Gilbert Burns. And he is a ginormous favorite to Futabs, Robert. Voice of Larasenko there, as I said, interviewed Dana White recently about the issue of Chris Cyborg. Dana White, for those of you that haven't heard yet, Dana White said this week the UFC is no longer in the Cyborg business. Herbert Burns, 31 years old. Darrick, 29. Burns 2 inches taller at 5'9". Significant reach advantage for Herbert Burns of 4 inches, 73.5 inches. And referee is going to be Herb Dean. And he says, are you ready? And here we go. Oh, wow. Burns coming out very quickly. Big knees and body kicks. Minner lands a big left hook. Big combination from Minner as Burns comes in. Burns is insanely aggressive. Burns going for a submission immediately from standing. Pulls guard, grabs that arm. Minner on top. Landing some ground and pound there. Minner's got a lot of experience though. Oh, Burns is so fast. Oh, Minner's looking for a mistake though. Minner lands a couple shots there, but Minner's got the back. Minner's got a backpack here. Remember, like I said, Herbert Burns is the biggest favorite of this entire card. Minus 620. And Minner's got the hooks on, and Burns kicks him off. Minner's still got arms around the waist, but he does not have the back anymore. Minner landing knees to the back of the legs of Burns here. Both of these guys are the real deal. Minner trying to pick him up, misses. Oh, big combination from Minner. Left hook and a right uppercut. Big right hook and an uppercut. Minner's got Burns hurt. This would be a huge upset. Herbert Burns, the brother of UFC veteran Gilbert Burns. Minner on top here. Wow, an amazing amount of energy these guys have expended in this first round. A ton of energy, and got to wonder if there might be a little bit of an adrenaline dump here. Minner grabbing his face to cover the mouth of Burns there as he throws a shot. Misses the shot, but that's actually a really effective tactic. Nice right hand there from Minner. Oh, big left elbow there for Minner. Burns getting those legs up very high on that triangle. Oh, Minner in the fire of the jiu-jitsu expert. He does not give a fook. He's got a ton of submissions himself, and he's going for a choke here. Going for a guillotine, and Burns is able to get out of it pretty quickly. Minner's really got to watch out for the active legs of Burns, though. He's got a triangle choke and an armbar, and it is all over. Burns gets the armbar. Minner did very well in the first round, but he kept his head and arm in the fire a little too long. And that's what I was thinking when he started going back in it. I was like, man, that just really does not seem like a good idea. Wow. I really like both of these guys, but man. And he tapped quickly. When your arm is completely extended, you better tap quickly. Man. Very nice. From omoplata to triangle choke to armbar, and he had, if he didn't get the arm, yeah, and the straight armbar there, beautiful submission there from Burns. Minner was doing very well in that fight, but he made the mistake of staying on the ground a little too long with Burns. I understand why he did. I mean, the guy's got a ton of submissions himself. Burns Yeah, he's only 5-0, but this is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. You don't want to play around on the ground with a guy like this. Two minutes and 29 seconds of the first round. Submission did a triangle armbar, Herbert Burns. And I think that's probably 2 contracts. I think the last 2 fights are contracts. After that first boring fight, we've had 2 really exciting fights. Last week was a really good week. This week so far, the 2 and 3 spot were very good. All right, let's throw a trivia question out here, though. Everybody refresh your browsers. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, just real quick. This trivia question brought to you by Onnit. Onnit, the Maverick in supplements. They took on the big boys. They took on the biggest supplement companies in the world and came out on top. Onnit, one of the biggest supplement companies now out there, especially for independent companies. And they treat me very well. Sometimes I forget to say that I have to say that I am financially compensated for every time somebody uses this code or every time I mention them. I do get a financial incentive, but I definitely use Onnit. Go to onnit.com/fights of friends at any time to save 10%. All right, and here is the question. What fighter has the most consecutive UFC title defenses in UFC history? Not the current record. Who has the record for most consecutive UFC title defenses in the history of the company? Haterade 9, you are correct. It is Demetrius Johnson. Robert Kerrigan is not Stipe. Haterade 9 comes through again. Wow, what an incredible fight there. Finish there for Burns. He shows why he's such a big favorite. But like somebody said, Minner came out. He was certainly game. Yeah, in history it was DJ. An experiencer with a couple thousand on the board. Haterade 9 with 3,000 on the board. We got a tight game here. Heading into the final questions. Just real quick, I'm going to do this. Adam from Allen had the first question. Second was experiencer. Then the next 2 were Haterade. Then Greg Brimstone. Brimstone has 2,000. Experiencer with another one there. Haterade 9 with his third. So 3,000 for Haterade 9, 2,000 for Greg Brimstone, 2,000 for Experiencer, 1,000 for Adam from Allen. Let's throw the next question out there. Everybody refresh your browsers. 13 defenses, actually, Experiencer. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And female flyweights coming up right now. But let's get this trivia question out of the way. Former champion Tyron Woodley recently revealed he would be changing to this popular trainer. What trainer did Tyron Woodley... Tyron Woodley recently changed camps and trainers. Who is he training with now? I'm looking for the trainer. You are correct, Mac 209. It is Faraz Zahabi. What is going on, PR? PR and MMA or nada. Nice. He is training with GSP as well now. GSP is there helping, but Faraz Zahabi was GSP's lead trainer. He is now the lead trainer for Tyron Woodley. I think that is an incredible move by the former champion. I don't know that Kamaru Usman's ever going to be a good matchup for him. But, you know, everybody can have an off day. Or most people, seemingly. 113 degrees. Jesus Christ, are you in Arizona? I'm just going to take a wild guess you're in Arizona, PR. Damn. That is a hardcore, my friend. That is, I hope you have air conditioning in your house. Or you might die. Not going to do anything. He will still have the same fighting style. He can pick up little things, though. Haterade. He can definitely, that's a good point. I mean, he's far in his career to change his style or retool. And like I said, I don't know that it makes a difference with him and Kamaru Usman. But whatever the problem was with Kamaru Usman with that fight, he didn't even seem to be the old Tyron Woodley. So a lot of it could just be he just needs that fire. Well, he was doing very well 3 years ago, so it was kind of hard to argue with his success haterade. I mean, the guys he was beating and the way he was beating him, UFC 241 looks so damn stacked, cannot wait. He was like a Lawler, yep. Man, I cannot wait for August 17th. Daniel Cormier and Stipe Miocic, one of the most anticipated heavyweight matchups in UFC history, if not the biggest heavyweight rematch in UFC history. UFC 241. Main event, Anthony Pettis versus Nate Diaz. And coming in that coveted 3 spot that has been so magical lately, another great matchup between the undefeated Paulo Costa and the amazing Yoel Romero. Paulo Costa 12-0, Yoel Romero 13-3. 2 of those losses, of course, coming to champion Robert Whittaker. Both of those decisions contestable, especially the last one. I definitely thought Romero won the fight. Diaz, baby. Robert Lawler looked like Tyron Woodley did against Usman. I agree. I was getting the exact same feeling. I think Covington and Usman used the same witch doctor before a fight. All right, and here comes Lucrezia Ria out of Udine, Italy. Not a lot of Italian fighters coming out. But, all right. So who had that? Mac 209 put that last one on the board. And Lucrezia Ria, 5-fight win streak, 100% finish rate. All 7 of her wins by a first-round submission. Gotta wonder what the competition level is at that, but USADA's on vacation for UFC 241. Costa's only losses with USADA. Oh, geez, between Paulo Costa and Yoel Romero, those are 2 guys that have both had accusations surrounding them. Yoel Romero, of course, famously becoming the first fighter, as far as I know, to win a lawsuit against a supplement company. He sued 6-star performance for $3 million, I believe, almost $3 million. Ended up getting triple that. Ended up getting almost $9 million awarded to him because of the type of suit, and when it's in New Jersey, the amount of the reward is automatically tripled. I got this chick. She looks deadly. $27 million. Thank you, Experiencer. So he sued for 9. He got triple that, $27 million. I was trying to remember. Marilia, Santos, back-to-back wins, Muay Thai black belt. She's fought UFC veterans. She's fought Zhang and Bueno Silva. So this should be an interesting fight, even though she's only won 2 in a row. Her opponent's undefeated. Marilia Santos, I believe that strength of competition is much, much more important than your record. If I fought the right guys, I could be 10-0. You know, you want to fight 10 bums off the street. And I'm not saying that's what her opponent's done. I don't know who Lucrezia Ria's fought. Oh, she's 7-2 actually. She's finished all her fights, but she's not undefeated. Marilia Santos, 26 years old. Ria, 27. 2 inches taller for Ria, and she reach advantage is actually going to go to Santos by a half inch, 67.5. And they touch gloves, and here we go. I guess 10-0 with Dana White. I would challenge Dana White. He's not in my weight class right now, though. Santos, nice body kick there. Is someone on YouTube recently called me out and but then said that because I accepted their challenge, I'm a coward because I'm a bigger fighter. So maybe we'll talk about that someday. Nice combination there from Ria. Knees to the body there from Santos. I'll keep it to myself if they don't say anything else, but they are a fellow YouTuber. Ria with some nice knees to the body there. Back to the center of the cage. .405 left in this first round. 4 minutes left. Guys, remember, if you are in the Seattle area, or if you're willing to pay for travel expenses, whether you're getting married, whatever event it is that you're having, I can announce your meal at a restaurant. Email me at fightswithfriends@gmail.com to talk about me announcing for your special occasion. I am now for hire for announcements for birthday parties, for weddings, to announce the bride and groom. I can say whatever it is you want, but you'll get a fighter-style announcement for your special event. Nice body kick there from Santos. And Ria's haircut looks like she lost the bet maybe a few weeks before this fight. Goes for the head kick there. Oh, nice body kick there from Santos. Ducks under the shots from Ria. She's got a body lock. Nice knee to the body there for Santos. Ria also with a knee to the body, but not near as hard. Whoa, and Santos goes for the takedown. Or Ria does, but Santos goes around to the back. She's got full mount, and now she's got the back. She's turning Ria over. Good job, Ria, grabbing the wrist control. Turns it back around again. 2:25 left here in the first round. Great transitions from both girls. Santos really trying to grab that submission, though. Ria lands a couple shots and decides she's going to get back out, back to their feet. Ria moving forward. Santos looking for the counter as Ria comes in. Possible contract on the line. Not a lot of competition here at 125 for the women. So if somebody's impressive, they definitely can have a good shot at a contract. Nice knees to the body there from Santos. Another knee to the body from Santos. Knee from Rhea. Back to the center of the cage. Oh, nice body kick from Santos and a huge explosion of power. Double knees. She lets the hands go, lands double knees, and she just jacked Rhea's face up. Oh, and a shot from Rhea, and Santos is floored. She might have been a little off balance there. Hammer fist from Rhea from the top here. An exciting first round in the women's featherweight division. Oh, Santos has got an arm here, though. That looks deep. Santos, a very good submission specialist. And like I said, the tradition has been about 80% of the time that I haven't gotten the fight clock out for the first round, there has been a first round finish. Let's see if Santos can pull off this submission. Rhea looks to be out here. She's pushing on Santos's right ankle, isolating her. That's actually a really smart move. That's not something you see people do a whole lot. This is one of those strange kind of almost north-south positions now, though. And Santos no longer seems to have a submission here. Oh, she's going for the arm the other way, though. She might have it. She'll be very close. Oh, and Rhea scrambles out. Nice hammer fist in the right hand at the bell. And we will see a second round between the flyweight women. And the scoring on that one, the commentators are saying that that one is tough to score. That's not real tough for me to score. I gave that to Santos fairly easily. I mean, Rhea had her moments, but a lot of them were defensive. Woo! All right. Who did you guys give that round to, if anybody's scoring? I agree with you, Hander89. I'm not sure if they're just trying to say they don't know who won that round because it sounds good to keep people watching, but I don't agree. Valentina Shevchenko versus the girl Illa, Liz Carmouche 2. That's going to be on ESPN Plus next Saturday from Uruguay, starting at 5 p.m. Pacific. At least for the main card. That's going to be great. All right, so I think we're pretty much on. Oh, Robert says Rhea. All right, so they are split straight right there for Rhea. So maybe the commentators are correct. Or maybe Robert's just high. Santos stalking. Rhea waiting to counter again. Oh, and she throws a 1-2. Santos ducks underneath, though. Gets the double leg. I think it kind of depends on what people are looking for in that one. Santos is the black girl. Nice right hook there from Rhea on the break. Wow, both women miss, and 4:20 left here in the first round. Straight left lands for Rhea. Santos going for that front face kick. Oh, Rhea goes for the head kick. Counter misses. Right hook lands for Santos. Rhea grabs the leg. Dumps Santos to the ground. I don't know that she wants to get on the ground again with Santos, though. Ozdemir Latifi. That's coming up. I'm trying to think what card that's on, though. I don't know. Much of the light heavyweight division already having fights, as John Jones just announced that he would like to fight possibly on the November card. Oh, nice left hand and a right hook. Nice exchanges from both women here. Oh, big right hand. Another big right hand for Santos. Santos landing bombs. Rhea coming back. And we got a female Rocky versus Apollo moment in the center of the cage. Right hand and a left hook from Rhea. Santos lands bombs. Oh, big right hand for Santos. Another big right hand. And Rhea clinches, lands a knee to the body. What a fight. Another knee to the body from Rhea. These girls are showing they really want that contract. Rhea with the Ogoshi. Beautiful judo throw by Rhea, and she's back in the guard of Santos again. Incredible second round. Santos going for the armbar. She's got a high triangle. Rhea's going to turn her over. Oh, great technique there from Santos, but Rhea, great technique with that left knee. Look how she's blocking the armbar with that left knee, and she turned the angle over. Great defense as well by Rhea. Santos needs to pull that wrist in further. She's going to lose it, at least for now. Oh, she's got it now, though. This is not the right technique for Rhea now. She's got those arms isolated. Oh, that was not a bad technique. She rolls over and rolls out. What an escape from Rhea. And she ends up back on top. Beautiful sweep from Rhea. And Santos, I mean, she is like a dog on a bone with that arm. She does not want to let it go. Now she's looking for a leg. Looking for a leg or an ankle here possibly. And Rhea kicks out again. And I think Rhea's going to get back on top. I thought she was going to stand up. But she jumps right back into the guard of Santos. Lands her right hand. I'm not sure this is the best decision here from Rhea. To jump back in the guard. Elbow from the bottom there for Santos. Elbows and hammer fists from Rhea. What a round. And Santos again going for submissions, going for a heel hook. She's got a minute left in this second round. And remember, a heel hook or up kicks are not allowed right now. Both women are standing up. Santos threw a heel hook or a heel kick, up kick that missed. That would have been an illegal kick if she'd landed it. A rule I would like to see removed, but it has not been. And Rhea with big left hooks from the top here, trying to take this round. Elbows and hammer fists, and she may with this big flurry here at the end. Santos big in the first half of the round, Rhea in the second. Hammer fist to the body from Rhea. And this is going to be another very hard round to score. Oh, nice. Some hammer fist there from Rhea on top. And she moves into side control. Big elbows from Rhea. Referee looking in close here. And I think Rhea might have stole that round here at the end. I have it around a piece. Very close again, though. I think got screwed by judges against Reyes. He got his, oh, man. Latifi or Ozdemir? I got Latifi as well, Haterade. Not that's a good fight, though. I cannot wait to see that fight. Again, as you guys mentioned. And Dana White, you could see on his face a little reaction in between rounds. He was impressed with what was going on. How can you not be? That was an incredible round between these two women. One round apiece. That's how I got it. Whoever wins this third round, this has been an exciting fight. It's not the deepest division in the UFC. I think whoever wins this round or whoever gets the finish is going to be signing a contract with the UFC in about 40 minutes. And here we go, round 3. Co-main UFC Fight Night, October 18th, Zabit versus Qatar. I did see that fight was announced. All right. Santos moving forward again this round. Again, Rhea looking to counter. Oh, nice combination from Santos. Rhea coming back. Oh, big left hook and a right hand from Santos. Oh, another big right hand and a left hook from Santos and a knee to the body. Big 1-2 from Santos. Oh, another big right hook from Santos. And she rocked Rhea with that. Right hook, left hook combination. Oh, another big right hook. Wow, Santos letting those hands go. 3-piece and a corn roll for Santos. Big straight right. Rhea throws the 1-2, but she does not look as energetic right now. That looks like a crazy one, man. I'm going to have to break that one down. That is an incredible fight. We all win with that fight, if it goes how I think it's going to go. And Rhea gets the takedown here. Santos sweeping, though. Beautiful transitions in this fight by both girls, by the way, too. Nice knee to the body there from Santos. Rhea digging for a submission or something from the clinch here. Oh, big right hand, left hook from Santos. Every time she gets her hands free standing, she is piecing Rhea up. Goes for the head kick. Rhea blocks that, but right hook to the body. There from Santos, digs for the takedown on Rhea here, and she gets it. Santos slamming Rhea, moving her into the corner. Now remember, just in our minds, because our memories are so shitty, it's very hard to not judge the second half of the fight to be more significant than the first. But we are getting close to halfway through the third round, and Santos has dominated the first half of this third round with no doubt. And she is in mount here, holding an elbow to the face of Rhea. Not only did she dominate the first half of the round, she also landed a lot of significant strikes and was attempting to end the fight. Rhea digging for a guillotine here. Is time running out on the 2.5 to 1 favorite Santos? Or actually, is time running for her to get a contract? Rhea, looks like time is running out. Significant strikes, at least according to ConcuBox, has Santos ahead 56-40. I just take that as a slight suggestion. What's up, Rob Iman in the house? What is going on, my friend? Oh, big hammer fist from Santos from the top here. $1.25 left in the fight. Another hammer fist there from Santos. Oh, transition from Santos digging for that armbar once again. She dug for that a lot of the first round. I do not blame you, Rob Iman. This is an incredible fight. Oh, nice knee. Actually, one of those was a knee to the head. Technically, that was illegal. And then knee to the body there from Rhea. Or it was at least close to the head. Both women downed. Still can't knee a down opponent. Another knee to the body there from Rhea. Santos going for that submission. But kind of a stalemate here. A couple knees from Rhea, but they should have stood him up. They should stand him up now. 35 seconds left. Definitely need a stand up here. This is a ridiculous stalemate. And Rhea moves out of it to north-south. The referee just finally said, keep working, ladies. In a fight this important, they should have stood these women up already, though. In my opinion, Herb Dean would probably disagree, though. Oh, and you hear Santos grimacing in pain. Not sure what Rhea was doing to her there, grabbing her arm there. And, oh, there's a lot of blood on Rhea's face right now. I got that one easily for Santos, though. I got it 29-28 Santos. But dominant rounds, I believe, in the first and the third. Yes, great fight. Big shots there from Santos in that third round. You see the replay, the big right hand there, left hook combination. Oh, and a nice standing elbow in the clinch. That's something we could use more of in the flyweight division. Yes, it was a great fight, Robert. So my prediction is they give Santos a contract and they give Rhea another look. Especially, you know, the women's flyweight division is not real deep. They could definitely use some more talent. And I think the winner of this, I think Santos wins it. And I think Rhea probably eventually makes it into the UFC. Just not quite yet. I wonder if Dana has given I don't think Dana has given a contract to the winner and not the loser in any fights, but I wonder if he really disagreed with the decision, like say they gave this to Rhea instead of Santos, I wonder if he would offer a contract to the loser and not the winner. I agree. Santos contract, Rhea another chance. Yeah, and I have a feeling that's what Dana's going to say. And, of course, we're going to throw another trivia question out there after this decision. And we're also looking at the main event after this and then the contract announcements. $30-27 Santos first judge. 29-28 Rhea. 29-28 split decision. And it goes to Rhea. And even the commentator saying not sure what the judges are seeing. Lucrezia, Rhea by split decision. I would like to see, I know nobody's watching this is talking to Dana, but Dana White, give a contract to Santos and let Rhea come back later. This is the only moment. The Dana White Contender says this is really one of those only moments where Dana White can kind of overrule the judges on a fight. The record is going to stay the same. And how does one judge have Santos winning all three and then the other two have Rhea winning? Why are they so far off? Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Haterade 9. I just told you Rhea would win, says Robert. Well, here's the thing. Some of you guys were arguing with me with the first round. Robert was, I don't see how you could give Rhea the third round. I would like to also see how they judged every round. These judges really need to be held accountable. See the way they've judged the first fight. That is true. Rhea gassed and was tagged a bit. I agree. But I disagree with the decision. Let's see what she has to say. I mean, I can't be mad at Lucrezia Rhea at all. I am super impressed with both of these girls. And let's not forget that we just watched an incredible fight just because, you know, we may or may not agree with the decision. That was an incredible fight from both women. Oh, she is exhausted. She's sucking wind just trying to talk. Lucrezia Rhea on a 6-fight win streak now. She was a big underdog coming into this too. Oh, she had great submission defense for sure, Robert. But when you read the unified rules of MMA, you're supposed to give the credit for the person trying to end the fight. So if you go for a submission, that is worth more on the scorecards than defending a submission. Now, defending a submission is a significant, it's a significant point, but not as big as, having close submissions. And I don't think a lot of the judges are really looking at a fighter trying to end the fight. I thought Santos landed bigger shots. I thought she went for more submissions, and I was more in line with the judge that gave Santos 30-27 than I am with the judges giving Rhea 29-28. I just cannot give her 2 rounds, personally, and I would be okay with giving Santos the third. Her Dana White had Goldilocks and 3 Bears killed because his sports was too hot. Oh, jeez. He might have one of these judges killed. Only since when it is repeatedly stopping submission. Oh, significant. Oh, it is significant, Robert. Omar Morales, main event coming up, 7-0, 3-time kickboxing champion. And he's fighting the fight bot, Harvey Park, 12-2. He's a LFA lightweight champion. And the LFA has definitely been like the proving grounds for the UFC. For those of you that remember the old WEC days, if I get a chance, we're definitely going to start doing some LFA cards because the LFA is the WEC of today. Harvey Park. That name is crazy. That's fun. What's up, E-Judd in the house? We're doing good, man. Thanks for coming in. All right, everybody. Main event coming up. Have a seat. Grab a beer if you haven't already. Grab one of your favorite beverages or whatever. I think this is going to be a great fight coming up right now between undefeated 7-0 Omar Morales and LFA champion Harvey Park. Absolutely crazy. All right, guys. I am going to go grab myself a beer for this main card. I did. Thank you, E-Judd. I'm going to grab a quick beer, and I will be back in just 1 second. Everybody else grab a beer, pee, drink, whatever, and I'll come back with a trivia question. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, clan? I got up to get one drink. Guys, there is a sound out there that is sweeter than any sound in the universe. Maybe even sweeter than the sound of that cracking knockout. And that is the sound of the pouring of the first beer, well-deserved beer, after a hard day of work. DC is going to knock him out, says Haterade 9. Delicious. John Jones would out-steroid them all at heavyweight. I want to see Jones go to heavyweight. Because I put that question out there about who everybody wants to see Jones fight first. No sound is better than my wife saying yes to sex. Well, beer can help with that, Ejad. Just to let you know. Yeah, that's a hard one to call. I got to go with my friend Stipe Miocic, though. My favorite fighter. And you guys know I've been a big fan of Stipe for a while, coming up to this fight, trying to get him on the show. I have been in contact with Stipe's people. He is coming on the show eventually. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him before the fight with DC. I would be just as happy to get him after he takes the belt back from Daniel Cormier. Harvey Park from Downey, California, coming down to the cage, and he had to take off vacation time to take this fight. And he's a firefighter, so that makes me a bigger fan right there. Jones versus Lewis. Lewis has got no cardio, man. No cardio at all. Anderson versus Walker is a potential title eliminator. Harvey Park, 3-fight win streak. He's finished 11 of his 12 wins, 7 by knockout, 4 submissions. He is the LFA lightweight champion. Main event of the evening. And who was, if he's still there, who was the person out of, what was it, Uruguay that's not able to watch it that's in here? I know you were, Haterade 9. Stipe whoops DC and walks through Jones at heavyweight. It's the fight to make. Oh, that would be beautiful, Robert. That would be absolutely beautiful. And here comes his undefeated opponent out of Venezuela. That's where they were. Out of Caracas, Venezuela, Omar Morales. Damn. So, and guys, thank you to everybody so far that has signed up for our Facebook page. We are at about 115, so probably most of you hardcores out there. But there's the link to our Facebook page. And a thank you to Rob Iman, new member recently. Undefeated 7-0. He's finished 6 of his 7 wins. 2 knockouts, 4 submissions. 3-time Venezuelan national kickboxing champion, Omar Morales. So you got an undefeated 3-time Venezuelan national kickboxing champion against the LFA lightweight champion. Which, like I said, hello, Miguel in Venezuela. How are things going over there? Not to get too political, Miguel, but what we hear over here, how safe is it in Venezuela right now? Is some of that stuff overblown? Omar Morales, Harvey Park, same age, Park an inch taller, 2.5-inch reach advantage for Omar Morales. And here we go, round 1 in the lightweight division. Main event of the evening. Morales in the blue, Park in the gray. Both of these guys have a lot of respect for each other. Very high. Oh, big kicks from Morales out of the gate. Big leg kick and a body kick from Morales. Remember, Park took that vacation to get here. Haterade's calling Morales by KO. Wow, Morales has some heavy kicks, man. Well, a kickbox through. Oh, big right hook from Parker, and they exchange shots. Big knee to the body from Morales. Competitive first round here, 50 seconds in. And both these guys have landed some big shots. Things are difficult. I hope it gets better for you, man. Moved to U.S. 2 years ago. Exchange of knees to the body from both men. Herb's going to stop him. Somebody got caught low. Morales got low. Park went a little low on that knee. And just little stoppage there. So I'm not sure what you're referring to, PR. But, I mean, who knows, man? I seen your comments there. Morales, with a combination, clinches immediately, pushing Park up against fence. Like to see UFC allow Joe Tessitore to announce some of the ESPN fight cards. That would be cool. I didn't see Haterade 9, but his back's up against the fence right now. And that, I mean, that doesn't always mean anything. Nice left hook there from Morales. I don't see anything really obvious. Nice knee to the inside there from Morales. And big right hook from Morales. Park swinging for the fence as well. Misses. Front kick to the body lands for Park. Whoa! Morales going for that spinning head kick. Park misses it. Morales says, come on. Morales a little taunting here. I like it. Wow, he's got some brutal low leg kicks, does Morales. And you can really tell the level, the difference between these guys. Between what we've seen most fighters, I think, that got into contenders, except for maybe the top 4. These guys are top level fighters. Morales gets the underhooks. Park's pushing Morales against the fence, but Morales with underhooks lands a knee to the body, and they're going to break and back to the center of the cage. 2:15 left in the first round. Oh, overhand right lands from Morales. Another jab, overhand right. Park lands a big right hook. Park he's got to get those hands up, though. Nice body kick there from Morales. Park saying there was something low, but I didn't see anything near the groin. Herb Dean going to give him a second. I want to see the replay on that. And I think Herb Dean kind of caught on. He said, are you ready? Let's fight. Low leg kick from Park. Nice body kick from Morales. And they exchange shots there. An uppercut from Morales. Right hook from Park. Back up against the fence. Park with a nice inside elbow there. 1:35 left in the round. Knee to the body from Morales. Another knee to the body from Morales. That one might have went low. Park kind of grimaced there. I don't think he said anything. He landed one of his own. I'm all for it. Oh, nice spinning elbow there from Morales. He didn't quite catch him on the end of that, or that could have been a knockout. Body kick there from Park. And it looks like Park's limping a little. I'm not sure if he misstepped or if he was getting caught by those leg kicks from Morales. Left hook from Park, and he's going to clinch up against the fence. Tessitore is number 1 behind Ronaldo. Comes to fight announcers. I thought Friday Night Fights was still on. I think it's moving to ESPN Plus now. Nice knee to the body there from Morales. We have some big fights coming up this year, including one of the top pound-for-pound in the world, Vasily Lomachenko, is going to be fighting on ESPN Plus. Oh, nice straight right and a left hook out of Park. Morales with the combination. Oh, big right hand. Both men land bombs. Park seemed to be stunned by that. Morales, oh man, both men exchange again. Both men may be hurt by those shots. Oh, and Morales goes to the front kick. Flying knee from Park. Morales lands the left hand. Overhand right from Morales misses. Park dives in. Morales grabs hooks. What a first round. Wow. I got to give that one to Morales. But, man, what a first round. Yeah, I didn't think Friday Night Fights was over, though. Mamma mia. Friday Night Fights is now top rank on ESPN. Yes. Thank you. I can't wait to see who's Jose Romero fights next. That's a good one. Lomachenko's going to destroy Campbell. Campbell has no head move. That's a good fight, though. I think that's the most competitive opponent Lomachenko's had in a while. No Teddy Atlas and Tessitore together in Friday Night Fights was crooked-like top rank. Yeah, I would definitely like to see Teddy Atlas commentate again. He's certainly one of my favorites. Harold Letterman was one of my favorites. Or no, not Jim Lampley is who I'm thinking of. Harold Letterman was the unofficial scorecard. Yes, I missed Jim Lampley as well, Rob Iman. That was the best put together, best produced boxing show ever, I believe, was the HBO Boxing After Dark. Second best, in my opinion, was USA Tuesday Night Fights. Oh, Park going for the overhand right there. Misses wide. Morales looking a little tentative to start this round. Maybe conserving a little energy. They exchange jabs. Significant strikes by CompuBox has Morales 28-12. Body kick lands for Park. Left hook from Morales. And Park maybe went a little low with that body kick. Herb Dean didn't say, oh, big uppercut. Morales catches Park with a right uppercut. Oh, and a big knee to the head and a big elbow. Morales laying hands on Park. Oh, he might have finished him with that leg kick. He hurt him with that leg kick bad. Park may not be able to walk. Morales lands a big hook afterwards. Park may be immobile. Oh, big combination, huge right hand. It's all over. Omar Morales, give that man a contract. That ink is still wet. What an incredible performance by Omar Morales of Venezuela. And I got to tell you, coming into the UFC, this guy is going to have some of the best leg kicks in the UFC lightweight division day one. Wow. And he just defeated the LFA lightweight champion. What an incredible fight. Did you guys' stream just freeze? Hopefully it's just my computer. All right, let's throw a trivia question out there. All right, it was just my computer apparently. I thought we might have lost our stream. All right, and we're going to throw some trivia out here right now. Of course, Dana White going to be announcing some contracts. I believe he's going to give 3 of them out tonight. First, last, 13th to like. I think everybody's hit the like button. If you haven't, feel free to hit it. But if there's anybody new, like my man from Venezuela, please hit that subscribe button. Love to have you as a new subscriber. But and even these judges can't screw this one up. Omar Morales with the second round TKO. $1.06 of the second round. Morales and Herbert Burns are from the same fight camp. 2 contracts for that camp tonight. Wow, that is a big victory for that camp. Got to see Scott Quigg versus Valdez. And everybody refresh your browsers before we hear the contracts come out. I don't know why people are leaving. We still got to finish up trivia. We still got contract announcements. All right, guys, back to boxing. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Manny Pacquiao recently defeated Keith Thurman at 40 years old to win another world championship. Some people partially blamed a rumored pre-fight meal What was it rumored that Keith Thurman ate just hours before the fight that some people think might have contributed to Thurman having a less than optimal performance? Keith Thurman had an unusual meal for an athlete, even in training camp, I would imagine, and definitely before a fight. What was this meal? It was not Brussels sprouts. I'm not sure if Brussels sprouts would be a good pre-fight meal or not, but that was not what he ate. I believe they said it was about 3 hours before the fight or so. Also not asparagus. Omar Morales 8-0 now. I'm surprised he has only 3 wins by knockout. First last, just throwing out everything think of. But no. All right, first last. First last, you have exceeded the amount. I didn't kick you out. I just put you in timeout, though. You've exceeded the amount of guesses for this. It was not Haterade. It was not ice cream. Not pop. I think I might be the only one that figured this out. Okay, somebody's going to be able to Google this pretty soon. I'm going to give everybody 10, 9, 8, and then we'll give Billy a shot. 7, 6, 5, 4. All right, Bill, do you know what this is? Not a power bar. Too many guesses for Haterade 9 also. It is not Taco Bell. Billy, you know this one? It was rumored. Okay, I'm going to give the answer. Time is up. It was rumored that Keith Thurman ate 3 pieces of pizza just hours before his fight with Manny Pacquiao. Urine. He did not drink urine. No, Keith Thurman was rumored to eat 3 pieces of pizza just hours before his championship match of Manny Pacquiao. I still have not got a chance to watch that yet. I seen that Manny Pacquiao got the knockdown in the first round, got the win, won another world title. They're interviewing Omar right now. Omar Morales, I imagine he's got to get a contract. How many contracts do you guys think go out tonight? I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say André Muniz gets a contract at middleweight with a first round, rear naked choke. I'm going to say Herbert Burns over Darrick Minor gets a contract with his submission triangle choke. Then I'm going to say Omar Morales gets a contract with the knockout from the right cross. Minute 6 seconds of the second round. Juan Manuel Marquez drank urine before his last fight with Pacquiao when he knocked him out. Damn. That's what I'm thinking, Billy. I think some people lost the stream possibly because I seen some freezing. And I don't even see a stream health up right now. It says live, but it doesn't. I don't even see where it says stream health. So I think I might have lost some people because of connection. But we're going to throw one more out here in a minute. You were lagging. Yeah, I thought so, Haterade 9. It was really lagging on my side. So, and I think that I lost a lot of people on that. I just go with honest stuff. Yep, exactly. Go with, like I said, the maverick of supplements guys on it. They've been so supportive of me. 10% off at any times, and that's on top of any sales going on at Onnit. And they've been doing some apparel sales at times up to 50% off. Make sure and check them out. Onnit.com. Remember, Fights with Friends. Every time you go to Onnit.com, just type in /Fights with Friends at the end, and you're going to get an extra 10% off. One more trivia question coming up. But real quick, guys, the gangsters back in the days in the 30s, had machine guns. Gotti, he had all his people back in the day. Sammy the Bull came out. He snitched a lot of people out. He kind of ruined the old school mafia and the old school gangster. There's maybe some of them still on the East Coast. Where am I going with this, guys? The gangster of the 21st century still wears a three-piece suit, but that gangster also is paying attention to the market out there. They have an invested, diversified portfolio in gold, crypto, and stocks, and they are still styling and profiling like the gangsters of old. And let's hear the contract negotiations. So first they're talking about Dwight. Wow. And Dana gives credit to Taylor Johnson. All right, and there is the first contract. Dana White pays homage to Taylor Johnson coming in with just 5 fights, but the contract goes to André Muniz from the rear naked choke. Darrick Minor versus Herbert Burns. And Herbert Burns, he won, and Dana White looking for a fight. He wins tonight, and he gets the contract. And Dana White agrees with me on the women's decision. Lucrezia won the fight. Oh, and Dana said horrible decision, but he's not going to give a contract to either woman. What's up, First Last? Wow. And this guy, I would echo Dana's sentiments of what he calls this guy Omar Morales of Venezuela. He is certainly violent. He is destructive. He is explosive. And he just defeated the LFA lightweight champion of the world, which, just like I said earlier, LFA is basically the WEC of today. They've been pulling guys from LFC, basically using them as recruiting ground. Yes, Harvey Park was the LFA champion, but he ran into a wrecking train and Omar Morales. What do you guys think of the ref deducting 2 points against Darko Stosic last Saturday? I did not see the fight. The only one I seen was the main event. Hoping I can afford to do UFC San Francisco in October. Oh, that would be cool. All right, so nobody got number 11, but we got one more trivia question. Yes, Miguel Rojas. I'm glad that the Venezuelan won for you there. Happy for you guys. All right, everybody, refresh your browsers. And 5, 4, 3. Yes, Joanna versus Watterson, Maine. That should be a great fight. Thanks for coming in, Miguel Rojas. I appreciate it. All right, guys. We can get the full name or the last name for this one. But Joe Rogan, sometimes called Joe Hogan. He first fought under 2 Gracies before moving to this camp where he trained in 97 when Vitor Belfort came in the UFC. Who is the jiu-jitsu coach of the God of Pod, Joe Rogan? It is not Gracie now. It started with a Gracie, but he worked at he was at one with one Gracie for 6 months. Then he moved. There it is. It is it is John Machado, Mac 209. And let's count up the points here. Adam from Allen with the first one. Experiencer hit 1,000 there. Then Haterade 9 had 2 apiece for 2,000. Greg Brimstone had 1,000. Nobody got Cestus. Greg Brimstone gets another one, 2,000. Experiencer moves to 2,000. After 8 questions, we actually had a 3-way tie at 2,000. Haterade 9 comes forward, gets the 9th question, moves in the lead for 3,000. Mac 209 hits questions number 10 and 12. Ends up with 2,000 for the night. Nobody got the Keith Thurman eating pizza question either. So 2 of them that nobody got tonight. But Haterade 9, 3,000 to 2,000. Gets the win for the 2nd week in a row. Congratulations to Haterade 9. Can you guys hear the sound effect there? Because my speaker's unplugged. I'm not sure. I can't hear it on this side. Did you guys hear the clap there for Haterade? The champ is here. He says, all right. His head's going to get so big, it's going to get stuck on the way out of the house. All right, guys. I cannot wait for next week's card coming up. Let's look at that real quick. I'm going to bring it up for those of you that are still here. Let's bring it up on the screen and check out what we're going to be looking at next week. I'm going to go to the UFC card here. This Saturday, UFC on ESPN Plus 4 or 14, just 4 days away. And here we are. Gilbert Burns, whose brother was fighting tonight, did not get the victory, but he's coming back against Alexei Konchenko, Polyana Viana. I'm actually interested in the deep undercard on this one. Polyana Viana, I was impressed with her in her last bout. Veronica Macedo will take her on. Alex de Silva versus Rodrigo Vargas. Geraldo de Friedes versus Chris Gutierrez. Ralian Paiva versus Rogerio Bontorin. Tisha Torres comes back against, she's always exciting, against undefeated Brazilian Marina Rodriguez. Cyril Gane versus Rafael Pasoy. Enrique Berzola comes back. Who doesn't like this guy? Taking on Bobby Moffett. Oscar Pichota versus Rodolfo Vieira. Oh, I am really looking forward to seeing Rodolfo fight. This guy is a stud. And wow, I feel like this should be that coveted 3 spot. Volkan Ozdemir versus Ilar Latifi in the light heavyweight division. Possible contender, title contender implications in that fight. Then Humberto Bandone versus Luis Eduardo Garagori. And then the co-main event, guys. Are you kidding me? Vicente Luque, power punching phenom, takes on the platinum one, Mike Perry. That one sends chills down my spine. Who's going to win that one? Then you got Liz Carmouche taking on Valentina Shevchenko. That one is actually a rematch. The Shevchenko Carmouche 2. So, great fight. Great fights on Saturday. Great fights tonight. And a great turnout here for Tuesday night trivia. Hope to see you guys all on Saturday. Let's talk about some of these fights, though. Does Nate beat Pettis? I don't believe so. I got DC, Pettis, and Romero. I got Pettis. I got Stipe. I got Romero. I'm not confident enough in any of those to bet except for maybe Pettis. Herbert Burns looks like a mini Overeem. Kind of. Step your games up. I win with 7,000 to 9,000 points. Oh, damn. All right. We might have to find somebody, or people might have to start studying more. I feel like we haven't done a Bellator card in forever. There's been very few Bellator cards. When is what is their next event? Does anybody know? Let me look that up. I'm going to go over there to Bellator. So, and that's somebody else. I should have done this a long time ago. Me and Scott Coker, we have mutual friends, and he had, volunteered to introduce me to Scott Coker years back, and I wasn't sure if we would get the deal done. And then I found out that a lot of these channels like MMA Junkie and a lot of other places, how they have interviews coming every day, Ariel Helwani and such, is they go straight to the source, especially with Bellator. They just go straight to Scott Coker, straight to Bellator, and then they contact these guys, get them on the shows. There's quite a few fighters over at Bellator that I would like to have on the show, and I would love to have Scott Coker because I have a lot of questions for him. But let's check out that next Bellator card. It's going to be a rematch of the Nutcracker. I remember Matt Mitrione caught Sergey Karatanov right in the boys, and really, really bad. Apparently really injured him, like cracked his nuts or something, literally. I mean, it was horrible. I'm not trying to be funny here, but it was a horrible accident. Can't wait to see the rematch. Wanted to see the rematch immediately right afterwards. That's going to be the heavyweight main event. Vitaly Minakov comes back against Javi Ayala in the co-main. In the 3 spot, you got Valentin Moldavsky versus Timothy Johnson. Can't wait to see this guy fight again at heavyweight. Tyrell Fortune taking on Rudy Shafroth. Tyrell Fortune could, I don't want to move too quickly, but he could definitely be a future contender for the strap in Bellator. The Caveman returns against Yaroslav Amosov. Undefeated Amosov takes on the Caveman David Rickles in a welterweight feature bout. And that is going to be the main event for that one. But on the co-main, guys, Corey Browning takes on Nick Newell. That is the one-arm fighter. If you're wondering, where have I heard that name before? Nick Newell's the one-arm fighter that fought in the World Series of Fighting. Fought Justin Gaethje. Fought him, pretty competitively for a while. Really stuck in there. Dude is tough as hell. Dude's tough as hell for a guy with 2 arms. So I believe that's his 2 losses. 1 to Gaethje and then 1 in the Dana White Contender Series. Nothing else jumps out on me the rest of this card, but except for Mike Kimball. Mike Kimball taking on Chris Dizenol. I'm not sure about who that guy is, but Mike Kimball, also a fun one to watch. And the Bellator prelims have been absolutely amazing the last couple times that we have done them. Even though I didn't expect much, there's a lot of guys that I didn't even recognize their names. Somehow they ended up with having incredible fights. Matron looks scared. Mike Perry on Instagram is entertaining. I'm going to have to check him out. I don't even have an Instagram. Pulse Reloaded. Did you switched accounts? You can click on that and check out his channel and his picks, though. I think you already put picks up for this next week, if I remember right. Costas chances percentage-wise. Yeah, Nate's definitely going to be rusty coming in. Take Bader and Bud. Julia Budd has said she would like to fight Chris Cyborg. She would like to welcome her to Bellator. So if Cyborg ends up signing, I don't know if Julia Budd's capable of beating her, but Dana kind of gave Cyborg a little smack on the way out as well, and said that we're going to release Cyborg to go over to Bellator and fight that easy competition she's been wanting. So one more burn from the boss on the way out the door. But to be fair, you don't doctor videos of your boss and then put them out there to the public. Can you guys imagine if you had a conversation with your boss and you went and took the recording of that and then doctored it, put it out to the public? Do you think you would still have a job? Of course not. Bellator needs to stack a card with Bader and Chandler, the Pitbull brothers, and McFarlane, and put it on Paramount to bring the fans back. I agree. Put Cyborg on there too if she signs. Mitrione versus Karatanov was on Paramount. I think that Paramount's not the spot for them. I think Paramount's a totally different channel. And to be honest, I might just bring Spike TV back. Does anybody think it's time to bring Spike TV back? Because Paramount is not anything like Spike. I know it hasn't been gone for a long time. But does anybody think that they need to bring back Spike like it was? The testosterone-filled, masculine, basically, kind of manly channel that they were trying to make there. No, it's not too bad of a card, Billy. There's definitely some good spots in that. Karatanov was a stud in Pride. Yeah, he needs to wear a studded cup next time, though. Nick Newell was signed for a one-fight contract with Bellator Pulse Reloaded. They just signed him to a one-fight contract. So if he wins, I imagine we'll see him again. If he does not, we probably will not. Did you see Detail with Cormier? Detail. Elaborate, Hater89. Austin Vanderford is Paige Zanzant's son. He's on the card. You just show. That's how I recognized that name. I thought I recognized that name. All right. So that was a good one. What's up, first-time patient in the house? And Stephen Crumley. How's it going, my friend? Build is strong. She'll get the takedown. Bill Hughes, I think Nate is so well-trained. Stays so unbelievably dedicated to extreme physical activities. His last fighter to worry about having ring rust. He beat Connor in like 10 days' notice. I don't think he's going to have to worry about cardio, Stephen Crumley. I think Pettis he's a very, very strong guy on any day. But, I mean, Nate has just been away for so long. I mean, Dana did her dirty, but she also kind of did Dana dirty. So, Greg says that's a lot of eggs in one basket. Might be smarter to spread those fights out. Might be. Spike TV, Spike, says Stephen Crumley. Yeah, I think it would be popular. Who's watching Paramount? I mean, basically, nothing wrong with that. But Paramount, just to me, sounds like a women's network. It sounds like Lifetime 2. I know it's the name of a movie company. I do understand that. But that's kind of sounds like, it doesn't sound like it's geared towards fight fans. Bellator is playing catch up forever to UFC. Well, if they're not even on TV, it's going to be really hard to catch up. Dana's pissed. Cyborg has a bigger dong. Oh, God. Oh. ESPN Plus has a series with DC where he dissects Amanda Nunes and Conor McGregor. Nice. I should do the Metron card. Even the prelims have good names on it. So I just put that up. That is August 24th. Oh, it's a Saturday, though. Why? Why, Bellator? You're not even on TV anymore. And why would you go on a Saturday when the UFC already has Saturdays? Why? I mean, go when the UFC doesn't have an event. Oh, it's geared for men, and that's still the funny part. Okay. To be fair, I haven't watched it much, but now that you say that, the only thing I've watched on there is Bellator, but I do remember them playing Rocky before and Rambo afterwards. So I had kind of forgot about that. I stand corrected. Who's watching movies with commercials nowadays, though? We got Netflix, we got Hulu, people are downloading stuff. Who's watching movies on a cable network that has to cut out, half the action and half of the speech, and then you got commercials at Skype or Google Hangouts, so we can call in. I do have Skype. I have had times where we could call in, where you could do call-ins. Maybe we'll do a call-in. We should do call-ins basically every Tuesday. Nice first last. Apparently I say that a lot. All right. Yeah, we can definitely have some Skype call-ins. I need to try the Google Hangouts. First last, I need to call in. All right. And give you guys a chance to call in. Send me a request. I'm going to put up my information. Actually, just if you go to Skype, I believe if you go to Skype and just type in Fights with Friends at gmail.com. But the whole thing is Michael Benedict and Fights with Friends at gmail.com. I'm probably going to have to approve you first. But yeah, if anybody's looking to call in, go for Ruiz versus Joshua rematch. Who you got? Oh, man. Did you guys see Andy Ruiz on Joe Rogan? I thought that was a great interview. I love that guy. Hell no. Commercials? I won't do it. Better be a damn good movie, like maybe a Rocky Marathon. Yeah, you're telling me, Greg Brimstone. I mean, I can't stand commercials, man. Yeah, you watch that or listen to it or whatever. I always end up listening to all of them, so I miss anything that happens on the videos on Rogan because I'm always listening to them at work. I'll probably listen. So I always say I don't like to get political on here, and I'm not going. I may be getting a little political, but I'm not going to get partisan. How's that? For those of you that are looking for a candidate to root for, just want to be educated of the people out there right now. Bernie Sanders was on Joe Rogan today. Tulsi Gabbard was doing a live stream, which I think is super smart and probably a great way to get donations for candidates. But just keep your eyes open for things like that. If you have questions about candidates, they're having these debates over on CNN. They may have some on Fox News. I don't care what channel it's on. I don't think... I'm not interested in watching these guys try to come up with 30-second zingers. I don't think we're going to get any real answers as to policy or anything else. And, I mean, if you're already... You know, if Trump's your guy and you're already voting on him, good for you. You know, whoever your guy is, if you're still interested in listening to some of these people, make sure and look online, figure out what's really going on. And guys, just about 10 miles from me, make sure and support the Bothell, Washington Little League baseball team making their way to the Little League World Series. I know it's a bit not really what we were talking about, but kind of changes the subject. Here in Washington State, we have had, I believe we've had like 7 teams in the last 10 or something like that in the Little League World Series coming out of Washington. So, and I don't think you should feel bad about that either, first last. Not sure who O'Rourke is. Oh, that's the, I know who you're talking about now. Okay, Beto, yeah. Bellator picked August 24th because there's no UFC that day. That's what I was just going to look up, Billy. And I got sidetracked. Good pick. That's what I was going to say. Bellator should always be on Fridays, except for when there's no UFC. Then maybe move it to Saturday. Here's what I would do, though. Yeah, it's a smart move for sure. Quarter outside my lawn. I want to know what you guys think about this. I think I put this question up, but I think I put it up at a weird time. Maybe not a lot of people seen it. Not only could Bellator do this, maybe take some cards on Friday night, fights on Friday night, and then have some on Saturday since they have so many. What do you guys think when there's like 11 or 13 fights for an ESPN Plus card, to taking a few of those fights, putting them on Friday night, and then putting the bulk of the rest of the card no more than 4 hours, somewhere in between 3 and 4 hours on Saturday, and then do like a 2-hour prelim on Friday night? Bellator just needs to go under. Well, you know, I really believe that when the UFC and Dana White got sued after they bought Strikeforce for having a North American monopoly, I believe that's why he said that's why they won't buy Bellator, and I believe that's why he said Bellator. He shouldn't have said Bellator's not competition, actually, though, because that kind of works to their advantage. Bellator prelims will be free online. On YouTube? I think they're on YouTube. I think that's the way they did it last time. Like the idea Bellator has done back-to-back cards. They have done that. Yeah, but I would like, and I would like to see, though, just like those prelims for both guys. Because you guys see, I don't do the 7-hour marathons that I started out doing. There's a lot of reasons for that. I always work on Saturday. So I would rather spend a couple hours, if I have it, getting myself familiar, with the top 5 to 7 fights, rather than just kind of feeling my way through 13 and not really feeling like I knew everything that was going on. And then for another thing, it was by the end of 7 hours, my voice was it was taking me a real long time to recover. And I was actually I got sick several times, coming from 8 or 10 hour workday and then no sleep and then 7 hours of UFC or so. It was a bit much. All women's division fights should be in lingerie. Oh jeez. Oh, that is crazy. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in again. Just a few quick reminders. Make sure and follow us over at Twitter. Doing a lot over there. Michael Pauly's done a great job of helping me gain followers over there. We're not quite to where we are here, but I'm around 600 over there. It's Michael Bennett. Just type in @FightsWFriends, and you will see me over there. If you're not already signed up on the Facebook, give me a request. Once I accept your request, not only will you be able to comment and interact with us, you'll also be able to post your own comments and videos. Later, Pulse Reload. Everybody check out Pulse Reload's channel and pics as well. And then for any business inquiries, just anything you want to talk to me that you see maybe through the week that I might have missed. Yes, also follow Billy at AKA411. And then email me at fightswithfriends@gmail.com for anything you might see. If you know a business that might want to be a sponsor of the show, you're in the Seattle area and you want to hire me to, do like a ring announcer introduction for a wedding, for a restaurant, for a meal, in the Seattle Everett area, appearances for as low as $75, or even $50 if it's something right by me that's close. So if you have a kid's birthday that you want like announced with a certain thing, or anything like that, maybe your business, maybe your wedding, anything, I am your verbal whore. And with that, thanks again, guys. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later.